Right, the Galactic Council had ruled for 10,000 years. They thought themselves eternal keepers of order, masters of diplomacy, arbiters of war. Countless species bent the knee to their decrees, obeyed their laws, and paid their tithes. None dared to resist. None dared to defy. Until humanity arrived. When Earth first reached the stars, the Council had smiled. A young species, they called them. Ambitious, reckless, short-lived. The Council issued commands as they always had. Pay tribute, surrender your fleets, accept Council overseer. Humanity refused. At first, the Council laughed. Then, they threatened. Finally, they sent warships. The first fleet dispatched to Sol was considered overwhelming 100 vessels, each larger than any human construct, bristling with weapons that had humbled empires before. But humanity did not yield. They had prepared in silence. Their engineers and tacticians building weapons unlike anything the galaxy had seen. Railguns. When the fleet crossed Jupiter's orbit, the void came alive. Invisible tungsten slugs screamed across the stars, moving faster than sensors could track. Ships vanished in bursts of fire and silence. Shields crumpled like glass. Within hours, the fleet that had terrified galaxies was nothing but wreckage drifting in Saturn's shadow. The Council was outraged. Never in its history had an upstart dared to spill Council blood. They declared humanity a rogue civilization. They promised extermination. The second fleet numbered 500 ships, drawn from half the Council's core members. They entered human space with arrogance and precision, certain the first defeat had been luck. What they found was death. Humanity had turned the asteroid belt into a fortress. Each rock a hidden railgun platform, each trajectory calculated to perfection. Carriers broke apart before launching fighters. Battleships split open mid. The fleet never reached Mars. Only shattered hulls drifted where once the Council had boasted of their dominance. Still, the Council refused to learn. They told themselves, humanity is clever, but finite. They cannot stand against the full weight of the galaxy. So they gathered the Third Armada. 1,000 ships, drawn from every corner of Council space. A force meant to end an entire species. By then, humanity had stopped hiding. From Neptune's orbit, from Titan's methane seas, from orbital rings above Earth itself, humanity's fleets rose to meet them. But it wasn't just ships. It was strategy. It was rage. Humanity did not simply defend, they hunted. They cut supply lines, jammed communications, shattered formations. Railguns fired in coordinated storms, ripping through ships before they knew they were targeted. The battle raged for days. Council admirals accustomed to victories scripted before the first shot, watched in disbelief as their warships fell one by one. By the 7th day, silence reigned in the void. The Third Armada was gone. Humanity stood unbroken. The galaxy trembled. In council chambers, fear replaced arrogance. They are primitives, some still insisted. They cannot maintain this, yet no empire dared to test them. The Dominion, once humanity's loudest enemy, signed a secret truce. Trade routes shifted overnight. Entire species quietly aligning with Earth. Humanity had shown something no other civilization possessed in yielding defiance, sharpened into wrath. But the Council made one final mistake. They sanctioned a scorched Earth campaign, ordering assassins, saboteurs, and bioweapons unleashed upon human colonies beyond Sol. For a brief time, it worked. Outposts burned, cities fell, millions of humans died. The Council congratulated themselves. At last, they whispered, the barbarians will learn obedience they did not understand. Humanity does not break. Humanity does not forgive. Humanity remembers. The response was not immediate. It was calculated. Every assassin cell was tracked, captured, and broadcast live as they confessed to serving the Council. Every attack was traced. Every signature of Council technology catalogued. When the proof was undeniable, humanity unleashed their wrath. It began with the destruction of the Valari stronghold, a fortress world thought impregnable. Human railgun strikes cracked its crust, turning continents into seas of fire. Next was the Karth Dominion's fleet yards obliterated before a single ship could launch. The entire economies collapsed as human strikes severed their lifelines. And then came the siege of Akreth, the jewel of the Council, a capital world defended by 10 planetary shields and fleets beyond counting. Humanity broke it in a single day. Not with numbers, but with brilliance. Dozens of relativistic projectiles launched from the void, slamming into the planet's orbitals with unstoppable force. One by one, shields failed. One by one, fleets fell silent. Humanity did not land troops. They did not occupy. They left the Council capital burning, its skies red with wreckage. A monument to wrath. From that day, the galaxy changed. The Council, once feared, now trembled before every human word. Treaties were rewritten with Earth at the head of the table. Worlds that had bent to Council rule now sought humanity's protection. And whispers spread through the stars. They are not prey. They are not primitive. They are fury given form. For the first time in 10,000 years, the galaxy knew fear not of the Council, not of their fleets, but of the species that had defied them and won. Humanity's wrath had burned itself into history, a warning etched across the void: ignore us at your peril. Strike us at your doom. The Galactic Council never expected humanity's wrath, but the galaxy would never forget it.